Your name is Frodo Baggins. You're a hobbit living in the Shire. One day you inherit Ring of Power from your uncle Bilbo Baggins. Your friend Wizard Gandalf sends you to Mount Doom in a quest to destroy the ring. You are now ready for the adventure.
Talk to Gandalf.
You walk towards Gandalf, who is sitting on his chair with a book in his hands. He looks up at you and smiles.
Hello there, Gandalf.
You ask. He nods.
Yes, I am.
Ask about the Ring of Power.
What's this?
You ask.
This is the ring that will destroy Sauron.
Ask about tips for your quest.
I have some tips for you.
Tips? For me?
You say surprised. He smiles.
No, not tips. Tips for you.
The fuck are you talking about?
For me?
You ask again. He shrugs.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but it would be a waste of time if I didn't give them to you anyway.
You look at him as he walks away. Then you sigh and start walking back home.
Stop me now, I'm having such a good time.
The next morning, you wake up early and go to the Shire.
Stop me now.
The first thing you do is check out the town, which seems pretty normal to you. There are many people around, playing cards or something like that.
Jump in, bitch!
Oh,
There you go.
son of a bitch.
You see a few dwarves working on their farm, but they seem to be doing nothing except drinking beer and eating bread. They are probably just lazy. Then you notice that the Shire has changed quite a bit since yesterday afternoon. There are more people here than ever before, and there is even a small marketplace selling food and other things. It's almost like a real town now.
Visit Sam.
You decide to visit the Hobbit. You head over to his house, where you find him standing outside. He greets you warmly.
Good morning, my dear boy.
Hey.
You reply. He grins and says,
It's good to see you too.
You both enter his house and sit down on the sofa. He tells you all about himself.
My name is Samwise Gamgee, and I live in the Shire.
I know that, Sam. We know each other since forever.
Sam looks at you with an expression of surprise.
Oh yes, I remember you from long ago. When I was young, I used to play with my friends in the Shire.
You nod slowly.
Yes, we played together when we were little. I have the Ring of Power. I have to destroy it, Sam.
Sam looks at you.
What? Are you crazy?
You smile.
Of course I'm not going to let you stop me, because I want to get rid of this ring so bad. But how? How can I do it without anyone noticing?
Sam smiles.
That's easy. You just need to hide it somewhere in the Shire. And that's exactly what I've been trying to do for years.
You frown.
I need to destroy it, not hide it.
Sam nods.
Exactly. But I don't think you'll succeed unless you come with me.
Come with me if you want to live.
Let's go to the Shire.
You nod and agree.
Okay then, let's go.
Stop me now.
As soon as you walk into the Shire, you feel very strange. The trees look different, the grass seems greener, everything feels much nicer than it did yesterday. Suddenly, a voice calls out to you.
Hello there.
Who's there?
A tall man wearing a green robe approaches you.
Hello, my name is Bilbo Baggins.
You stare at him blankly.
Bilbo Baggins? What are you doing here, uncle? What about your last journey across the Middle-earth?
Bilbo smiles.
Well, I came back after a few days of rest. It was nice to be home again.
You nod silently.
Yeah, it was nice to be home too. Anyway, about that ring of yours, how should I get to Mount Doom?
Bilbo looks at you with an expression of surprise.
That ring. That's the one that will destroy us all.
You shake your head.
No, it's not like that. It won't work.
Are you sure about that?
He sighs.
It doesn't matter anyway. I still have to find it.
He turns around and walks away.
Be confused about what just happened.
You turn around and follow Bilbo.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
To look for something else.
He says.
My Uncle Ed said that the ring must be hidden somewhere in the Shire.
I have the ring, Bilbo. You gave it to me.
He looks at you.
Yes, but why would I give it to you? Why wouldn't I keep it myself?
You shrug helplessly.
Because.
He laughs and hugs you tightly.
Merry Christmas!
He kisses your cheek tenderly.
That's gay.
You quickly realize that this is not the right way to talk to someone who has just given you a gift, so you apologize profusely.
Sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
Ask about Mount Doom.
Bilbo looks at you and then turns his attention to the sky.
Mount Doom, isn't it?
You smile weakly.
Yes it is.
He nods.
Good. Well, I'm off now. See you later.
He turns around and leaves the room.
Go back to Sam.
Sam watches him leave and then goes back to his book. He closes it and puts it down on the table. Then he sits down on the floor and begins to read. Suddenly he notices you standing there.
Hey, do you think that Bilbo found the ring yet?
I have the ring, Sam.
He smiles.
Really? Oh, thanks. Come here.
He takes your hand and leads you over to the window. The sun is shining brightly outside.
See that big rock out there?
He points to a dark spot in the distance.
That's Mount Doom.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Go to the big rock.
He pulls you close and whispers into your ear.
Don't worry, Frodo. We'll get there one day.
He kisses you passionately on the lips and then grabs hold of your hands. He pushes you up against the rock and starts kissing you deeply.
Whoa. Stop.
He stops abruptly.
What?
He asks. You frown.
Stop. It's too late for that.
He sighs and shakes his head.
No. I can't stop.
He leans forward and kisses you again deeply.
Fuck off, Sam.
He smiles.
Okay, whatever. Just don't be angry with me anymore.
He reaches for your face and kisses you hard on the mouth. You gasp and pull away from him. He blushes and says,
Well, I suppose I was wrong after all.
Smack Sam across his face.
He smiles.
Oh, I thought you'd never learn.
He grabs your hair and shoves you against the wall. You yelp as he smashes your face into the stone. You grab his wrist and twist it until he lets go of your hair.
Yell.
Help. Rape.
He grunts and looks down at you.
Sorry.
He walks away quickly while you sit there in shock. You walk back home and tell your mother what happened. She doesn't believe you. The next morning she comes running to your door yelling,
Rape. Sam is a sexual slave who has been abusing you all along.
Are you mocking me, mother?
She scowls.
Of course not. That's just how you are.
She throws you out of her house.
Get the fuck out of here.
You cry and scream inside for days. You've been branded a sissy by your mother.
Cry.
You sob quietly for weeks. Finally you decide to take revenge. You hide under the bed and wait patiently for nightfall so that when your mother returns she won't recognize you. When she enters, you slap her across the face. Her eyes widen in surprise and she falls backwards onto the floor.
Surprise, bitch.
You laugh loudly and run towards her. She screams and runs away. You chase after her, but she hides behind a table. You try to catch her, but she jumps out of the way of your hand and punches you in the stomach, causing you to fall backward onto the ground. She kicks you repeatedly in the groin before grabbing your ankles and throwing them over her shoulder. You hit the floor with a thud.
You're crazy. Stop that.
You look up at her angrily and say,
Stop that or I'll kick your fucking ass again.
She laughs.
I'm sure you will.
Then she turns around and walks away. You lie there in pain, crying, cursing yourself for being such a sissy. You crawl on the floor and cry. Eventually you get up and make yourself some food. The next day you eat it all.